Hello everyone, I'm Crystal Snapdragon and we're going to continue our journey through Project Gorgon. I hope you enjoy the video and please subscribe. Lewara said, well, it sounds like we both got mind wiped pretty deep. I have a confession. I think I was a very dangerous person once. My hands know how to hurt people very badly. It's really scary. I mean, I can kill you right now without breaking a sweat. No, don't worry, I'm not that person anymore. I'm just gonna stay here and make some art. The outside world can go screw itself, but I can show you a chokehold I just remembered here. Stand still. And we learned Cobra Strike. All of that just by hanging out with Lewara. I like this lady already. She's definitely one of my favorite characters so far here out of the two that we've met, which have been Lewara and Rigger. So let's see, we're going to continue journeying on this island, and remember our main goal is to try and get off this island. We were left here by some hags, or crones as Rigger calls them. Not entirely sure why we were left here, but I assume we will eventually find out. To me it seems like a project laid about by these ladies called Gorgon. Maybe. I don't know. But we'll find out. Let's see what we can do today. We've learned many skills and abilities over the past first hour or so of playing this game, which is incredibly nice. So I don't feel completely just like I don't know what I'm doing with this game. I feel like even though it's without a legit tutorial, I can figure out the mechanics of the game pretty easily, which is incredibly nice. Squee! Who is squeeing? Punched to death by Musical Guy. Well, thanks, Musical Guy, for coming to my aid, although I didn't need it. Independent lady, not a damsel in distress. Ooh, a little crab! Fishing! Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, you gonna a little crab. Tasty. A little shack up ahead. Oh, and a skeleton guard. Back off, you fiend! Ooh, we just leveled up an undead anatomy. That's nice. Let's go check out what's in this shack, shall we? Lighthouse. Musical Guy apparently likes punching people to death. Musical Guy, you are my new hero. What might this be for? Weird, swirly stuff is coming out of it. Looks like magic. I think we're gonna have to learn magic. yeah, I leveled up in endurance. Did you guys see something about a Dr. Hot Pocket? See an obelisk with some skeletons. Let's head over to this contraption. Ooh, a dino. Ooh, Psychology Mach 2? Hell yeah, I'll take it. We don't know psychology yet, so we can't use it. Require psychology level 10. Yeah. Can't use it yet. Okay, so who are you, Elmetaph? I remember you, Kaluko, right? Come back to tour the old grounds? Well, the island's not in good shape anymore. I don't think you'll enjoy your visit. Excuse me, you know me? Of course I do. I never forget a face. You were younger back then, but I guess that's how time works. Anyway, if you came for a visit, I'm afraid there's not much left. Ah, another person got mind wiped. Those damned hags have dumped a dozen or so people here the past year. No idea why. Most of them got killed within an hour or so of arriving, but then they weren't old students of mine. You remember any of my lessons? Well, shit, then you're not going to survive long here. The place is overrun with creepy crawlies now since no students come for their battle tests anymore. Well, it's a state secret, but you used to have authorization, so I guess you still do, technically. There was a school for gifted people a while back, run by the council. They were looking for the best and brightest to become master warriors, battle mages, thaumaturges, and ultra-heroic blah blah blah. This island was part of their final exam. Students had to show competence and a bunch of different skills here. Only a few graduated and some were killed here. It's a dangerous place. I wonder if you passed your final. So I guess the school's gone. It's been gone for years. They shut everything down in a hurry one day. I don't know why. Is there a way off the island? Well, you could swim. No, don't look so hopeful. That was a joke. The sea's full of horrible beasts. An elven friend comes to visit every year or so, and you could get a ride back with her, but that'll be a few months. If you still had your magic training, you could teleport. You were a fast learner before, so I guess I could try and teach you again, but it took you weeks to master it, and that's after you'd been studying the basics of magic for quite a while. Hopefully some remnant of that training is still in your head somewhere. We can give it a shot and see. First, you're going to need an amethyst as a catalyst, and I'm fresh out of gems. No problem, I have one with me. Perfect, now sit down and I shall go over the basics. So we're going to learn how to teleport? Ooh, I feel fancy. There, now that you know the basics, you should go find a working teleportation platform and practice binding to it. We just learned a recipe. Bind circle. Okay. So what do I do? There are a couple of teleportation platforms on the island. Hopefully they're still in working order. Find one of them and bind yourself to it with your amethyst and the salt I just gave you. Oh, but there's one other thing. I'm supposed to stand on the teleportation platform and craft one of those circles. There's a small chance your amethyst will explode when you use it. Perfectly normal, nothing to be ashamed of. Whenever you cast a teleportation spell, there's a 1 in 5 chance of it exploding. Ooh, I see books. Basics of alchemy. And laymen often confuse mycology and alchemy because they both use mushrooms, but here's the rule of thumb. If it's just mushrooms, it's mycology. If it involves combining a lot of things into a potion, it's alchemy. As always, there are exceptions, but the rule is at least 51% accurate. So we're going to study these recipes. We learned parasol mushroom recipe, pick-me-up juice. I know what pick-me-up juice is for. Rotten strawberry. It's alchemy to turn a perfectly good strawberry into a perfectly bad one. Does he have any books? Can I read your books? Well, of course, just don't run off with them. They're very old and valuable. Well, they're not very valuable anymore. I retrieved them from the basement of the university when I left. They weren't in good shape when I found them, and the sea air isn't doing them any favors, but still they're more valuable than most of the junk on the island. Alright, let's see if there is anything at the top. History of Alharth, the Council. And we leveled up in lore. You leaf through the book for interesting tidbits. The lead wizards from each school met in secret, calling themselves the Council of 13. Had the Gorgons found them then, we would still be under the yoke of the crone hegemony to this day. But under the cloak of magical secrecy, they organized a rebellion. Queen Hegada declared open war upon the upstart humans and called for aid from her allies. The orcs followed her lead, but the elves of Verda refused to honor their treaty, claiming that it was an internal matter. This created a schism between the elves and the hags, which is still evident to this day. When the crones were forced out of their beloved home in Ilmari, they destroyed this great weather machine so that the council could not obtain it. Who can say if they knew what would happen as a result? Perhaps it was an accident, but in any case, Ilmari was covered in horrific storms for the next 24 years. Its fertile soil was washed away and it became a barren desert. For hundreds of years it remained uninhabited until the Rakshasa used it as a landing point for their invasion. This is too boring. You stop reading and focus on more pressing matters. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Probably gonna get to the top of this thing and find that there's nothing there. Oh. There's stairs. How do I use the stairs? You start to climb up, but it becomes immediately apparent that the ladder is rotted. Damn it. This island is full of many mysteries, and I like it. Did you guys see it just said perfect analysis? I like it. So we have to find the teleport circle and bind to it, and I have a pretty good idea of where that is. I know there was one by Lewara, but I think that one was broken. Let's talk to Lewara real quick. See if there's anything else we can do for her to gain her favor. Hey there, do anything interesting recently? Ooh, favor. Find spoons. So I thought I saw some spoons lying around here somewhere. They could be anywhere on the island. Can you see if you can find a couple? I want to use them in my art. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to find spoons for Lewara. And if I remember, we can't open this chest. Nope, because it is locked. How frustrating. Okay, so we're looking for spoons, and we gotta bind to a teleport circle. I don't think I have any spoons in here. Nope, okay. So this is a teleport platform for sure, but I don't think it's working. So it's clearly not working, but it once was. Okay, which means the other one is by that shack. We leveled up in rodent anatomy. I'll take it. Alright, so there's the working platform. Let's go bind to the teleportation platform. So we... Ooh, hard roll. That's exciting. Okay. I know who likes bread. Oprah likes bread. I'm actually kidding, it's Lewara. So we're supposed to go to the crafting interface. This is skills and abilities. Crafting. A bind circle ties your soul to a teleportation circle so that you can return. You need salt and amethyst, excuse me. Hopefully it doesn't explode on me. Success! We just learned the recipe recall circle, which sends us back to a teleportation circle of which we are bound to, okay? Alright, back to Elmetaph, I assume is how you pronounce his name. Back so soon? Wonderful, then you have enough hands-on experience to teleport yourself. Just go to the teleportation circle and cast the recall. Wait, that'll send me to my bound location. Yes, you'll be whisked away to wherever you last bound yourself, which is here on the island. Wait, what? Now you can't get off the... Oh, I see, I did tell you to do that. Well, shit. Well, I do know how to remotely bind to a distant location, but I couldn't possibly teach you such an advanced teleportation technique. It took me over 40 years to learn it. You're a fast learner, but not that fast. I suppose I could cast it on you myself. Okay, so you'll change my bound location. Remote binding is hard, even for the most advanced mages, and I'm a little past my prime, but I can give it a shot if you like. I can probably get you somewhere off this island, and probably onto dry land. I can't promise any specifics. I'll need to do some math to compensate for ley line fluctuation. Fortunately, there are some old obelisks that were once used for this very thing, back when the council was teleporting students here every week. Hopefully they still work. Find the 4 obelisks and write down their info, then bring it to me. Okay, since we're in the midst of starting a new quest, let's go ahead and end this video here. The next video we will find the spoons and we will find the obelisk and we will continue exploring the island. Thanks for watching, guys!